hoping to get in like a quick 9 or 18 today. I'm so glad you were free. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's not every day I get to cruise along with a 2-time winner, a major champion. What has the year been like for you?
It's been crazy, but obviously in a really good way. A lot of things have happened that I really didn't think would happen this year. So yeah, I think it's kind of still sinking in of what's happened the last 2-3 months.
Yeah, what's the reaction been like at home in Australia to all of this?
It's been crazy. Nearly every golf club that I go to now, I still get congratulations from KPMG and also Cambia. So yeah, it's definitely opened a few more opportunities for myself, and also yeah, getting a lot more attention back at home, which is yeah, really cool and really different.
Do people stop you? Do they recognize you on the street now?
I have had a couple encounters back at Perth.
Yeah.
I was actually in IKEA and someone pulled me over and said, "Hey, are you Hannah Green?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yes." But not too many. Just more at the golf course, which is understandable.
That's incredible. So what are some of the cool things you've gotten to do now, being a major champion, that maybe you wouldn't have gotten to do before?
So actually, we have the Optus Stadium like 5 minutes down the road from where I live, and I actually got maybe 12 tickets to a couple of games,
nice.
Which I would have definitely never have gotten unless I obviously won the major. So that's been one of the perks to, I guess, having the major champion title. But I think just being more recognised against my peers as well, having former major winners coming up and saying congratulations, and yeah, people that I actually don't really hang out with or really talk to, having them recognise that I've won a tournament is really cool.
So I know Kari was with you that week though, and you guys are very close. What was her reaction to you winning?
Oh, it was crazy. I think she was almost more like just as excited as if she was winning herself.
Yeah.
To have a Hall of Fame member, and obviously now a really close friend, come out and watch me the whole entire round, and just even staying with her that week was really cool. I even just got a message from her today saying good luck for the next 2 events. So it's
that's gotta be so surreal. Does that ever feel like real? Like, oh my gosh, Kari Webb just like texts me?
Yeah. Honestly, like I get asked by my friends all the time, you know, who's like one of the most popular people or most famous people that you talk to, and like who's in your phone book, and I usually say Kari Webb just because obviously she's well known amongst most women and men on the tour.
Oh, so. Yeah. Now, before you came out on LPGA, you did play on the Symetra Tour and had some success out there. How do you feel like that tour kind of helped you?
Yeah, well, I was actually, when I was even thought about turning pro, I always thought about going to European Tour to get some experience, but I went to LPGA Q School to try and get my tour card, and didn't get on LPGA, so I played Symetra, and I almost think that was probably a better option for me, just to get some experience in the professional scene. I was fortunate enough to play some events in Australia as an amateur, but they're not quite as big. So I think just getting some experience of playing on a tour whole year round was really beneficial for me.
What was the biggest transition you felt like going from Symetra to LPGA? Was it difficult?
Yeah, I think it definitely would have been better instead of me just becoming a rookie, not only as a professional but on the LPGA. So I think it was just really intimidating to see all the people that you've watched forever on TV to then be that person like playing against them. But I think just also the travel, obviously Symetra Tour is US based, but with the LPGA being global, I think it was really hard on my body during the middle of the season, and perhaps I think I've done a few things differently this year to cope with that.
What are some of those changes that you've made?
I've actually decided to go back to Australia, back to Perth every 5-6 weeks to go and see my coaches, and just managing my body a lot better and making sure that I actually do take some time off and days off while I'm out there, because by the end of the year, last year in particular, I just felt like I was so mentally and physically drained.
Right. So are you still based at home in Australia?
Yeah, I am.
How often do you get back?
I was just home for a few weeks just before this event in Indy, and so I think I've been maybe 4 times this year, which is not too bad.
I can't imagine that would be a short trip. How long does it take you to get back home?
This trip just gone actually took me 30 hours door to door.
Oh my gosh.
So it's literally probably one of the furthest places you could probably live from the US. But
would you consider having kind of a base in the US, or do you really like being able to go home?
I really do love home.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a homebody, and all my coach staff are back in Perth, so I find it really difficult to find a base here that I probably only use 4 or 5 weeks of the year. So it could be something that could happen in the next maybe 4 or 5 years, but for now, I'm definitely going to have Perth as my base.
What are your secrets to battling jet lag?
Just making sure you try and stay on this time zone.
Yeah.
When I first came to the US, I actually just decided to nap whenever I felt tired, and pretty much was up all night. So I've decided to try and hold off as long as I can to at least get some sleep while it's dark outside.
So what's next for you? I mean, already a winner on tour, a major champion. What's next on your bucket list?
I've always wanted to compete in the Olympics as soon
yeah.
as Rio 2016. It wasn't even close to making that team, but it was just really motivating to see Minji and Sue represent Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, very close to them both and similar ages. So, yeah, that was pretty much my goal as soon as I knew it was going to be in Tokyo. So that's the next thing on the bucket list. And yeah, just getting myself out there and having some more wins under my belt.
Do you like Tokyo? Have you been to Japan before?
Yeah, I love Japan, so I really hope that I can be there next year.
What sports would you also want to check out? It seems like the athletes kind of have time, they can go around and see some of the other sports. What would you want to see?
Just anything track and field.
Okay.
That was probably what I'm most into when I watched the Olympics, but then I'd love to go and see some swimming meets as well, because I was actually a little bit of a swimmer growing up as well. So just to see those athletes, especially since they compete literally for the Olympics, just seeing how they train and for them to see have some success at the end of it.
Yeah, that would be really awesome, and I'm sure they would all want to come out and watch you as well. Well, thanks for cruising along, Hannah. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.